Okay. And then I'm going to put it in this other event here. All right, guys, we are live here. Jeremy Marquez with J Marqeting. So I made a little bit of a technology mistake when I was setting up the event yesterday. I did share the link for the Google Hangout that Tommy and I are in right now. That some of you are trying to join. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to post the link for the actual live event, which I just created in another post here. And I'm going to invite you guys over to that. So just give me 1 second while I get this set up. Neil, I see you trying to come in. Just give me a few moments and I'll get you the link to where you need to be able to watch this coaching call. So Tommy, just bear with me while I get this set up, and we'll learn how to do this together. Okay, bud?
Perfect.
All right. So let me pull this up. Maybe I haven't had enough coffee. Maybe that's what it is. We'll blame it on that. Okay. You guys are going to have to forgive me. As I was just saying to Tommy, I'm not a professional at doing these live video events. My forte is the cold calling, the prospecting, and showing you guys how to do what I do. But I'm learning, so just bear with me. We'll get this set up and get you guys access to the coaching call. Shouldn't take more than a minute or so for me to get this figured out, and then I'll shoot you guys that link here. Okay, there's a Neil. I'm going to send Neil the link real quick and just tell him to come in here.
Perfect.
Yeah. It was too late for me because once the event starts, like with Facebook, you can't go back and edit it. And so I couldn't have fixed it. Once I figured it out, it was already past time. So we'll know for future times we do this. When I do this with other coaching students, that type of thing. Again, this is the first live coaching call that I've done on my Facebook page, guys. Most of you guys know me from following my cold calling that I've been doing for years with J Marqeting. And the last few months, I've been rolling out this my coaching program and consulting program for agents, for brokers, for teams, for your assistants. And so basically, on top of my cold calling services for brokers and realtors nationwide, I also offer training and consulting for newer agents or newer teams that are trying to get to a level before they're ready to actually delegate and hire a service like mine. So give me 1 second here, guys. I'm just going to finish getting this set up here. If you're trying to join the Hangout that I set up in the original event, you can just go ahead and stop doing that. And you want to just join the event that I just created, and we'll be able to do it that way. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here. Once again, guys, you guys know who I am. This is Tommy Quinn. Tommy Quinn is a newer agent with Coldwell Banker in Petaluma, California. If you guys aren't familiar with where Petaluma is, it's in the, I believe, is that Sonoma or Marin County?
Sonoma County.
Sonoma County, which is like North Bay, about an hour north of San Francisco, depending on traffic. Beautiful area, a lot of nice property out there, just a really nice part of California. And don't correct me if I'm wrong, Tommy, but I think he's been in the business going on 7, 8 months now. Is that accurate?
Yeah, about 8 months.
Okay, yeah, and he's with Coldwell Banker. He's a newer agent, and he found me about a month and a half, 2 months ago. He's been following my live broadcasts that I do when I cold call. He's not a paid coaching student. However, him and I have had a lot of contact, and over the last month, he's opted to go ahead and get his own dialer system. He's been using RedX, and he's been cold calling and prospecting for his own listing appointments. And we're just going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to go over some script stuff. We're going to go over some common objections that he's hearing and try to help him work through that, as well as some things that some of my clients do once they get face to face with some of the appointments that I set up, to be able to give him some pointers on how to start converting those appointments that he's setting for himself into listings, and then into closed deals, and then into happy clients. So that's the whole idea here, guys. So again, not only do I offer cold calling and appointment setting for you and your team if you wanted to delegate directly to me. However, I also offer coaching and consulting for you, your agents, your team, or if you have an assistant that you want me to train up as well, I'm available for that. So let me just finish getting this set up here. And while I'm doing that, Tommy, if I made any mistakes, please correct me and tell the folks a little bit about yourself, and we can just go from there, okay? It's all you.
Yeah, so I've been a realtor, like Jeremy said, for about 8 months now, and I was doing everything with marketing that I thought was enough, on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and in the beginning, I thought that would have been enough to for me customers, and I thought I didn't have to do cold calls. I actually really wasn't. It was scary for me to want to go do cold calling. But after watching, I don't know how we connected on Facebook, but watching Jeremy do his cold call sessions, it just fires me up. Especially I thought that when I started doing this, maybe I'm the only one getting people. Sometimes that might be a little testing, but it's not just me, And I'm not paying customer for this. We chat on Facebook Messenger every now and then, just check in with each other, and we live kind of in close proximity of each other. And seeing that you were at Stinson Beach the other day, I go to Stinson all the time, so it's really fun to watch Jeremy do his cold calls, and he got me set up with RedX, and since then, it's been a challenge, but getting in there, it's a numbers game. You got to learn from your mistakes, and if you don't get in there and get in the trenches and do it, you're never going to learn and improve on yourself. So just with cold calling, in the last, I think, month, I've set up 3 appointments.
Oh, wow.
And,
nice.
Yeah, it's been, out of the 8 months, just this last month has been way more productive. I've added contacts to my mailing list. I've got nurture relationships that I'm slowly nurturing, hopefully into listing appointments. And, I try to do it Monday through Friday, 10 to 1. I could go longer. I should go longer, or maybe even try doing different times of the day. But, that's what I've got going on for me right now, and it's been proactive, and it's been working.
Awesome. Yeah, man, I love Stinson Beach and the whole, coast. If you can't tell, when I'm not working and I'm not grinding, I'm out in nature just trying to enjoy that type of stuff. And, so like Tommy was saying, guys, he's basically he's been in the business going on 8 months now.
Cold calling,
and so, let me go ahead and we got some feedback there. Give me 1 second, Tommy. So, he's been cold calling now for just a little over a month after finding me. And so he basically is saying that when we first met, he was doing different types of marketing with social media ads, things like that. He was contacting local businesses to have referral relationships, things like that. And all of that stuff works, guys. However, if you're a new agent like Tommy, the best way to really get in there and get things going is what he's doing now. He got himself RedX, which is a very, there's an investment there. However, if you look at it like it's an investment and you're using it on a daily basis, you're gonna get a return on that investment. And so I think with everything involved, I think RedX is like $300 max, but it's not that much monthly. If you close just one deal, when you just close one deal, it's gonna more than pay for itself. Now, he's been cold calling on a daily basis, and that's one of the key things is consistency. So you say you're dialing Monday through Friday from what time to what time typically?
I usually get to the office around between 8 and 9, and do a little bit emails and work on scripts and yada yada yada, and kind of get in the zone. Because I notice if I show up here at the office right away and then jump into cold calls, I'm kind of a little scrambled. And then I jump on and try to cold call from about 10 to 1 or 10 to 2, or sometimes even like 9 to 12, 9 to 1. I try to do about 3 to 4 hours a day.
And here's the thing, guys. There's some coaches and some trainers out there that will say, oh, you got to be in there at 8 a.m. dialing. You got to do this. You got to do that. And to me, and I've proven this, at least for myself. Now, everybody's different, but it doesn't matter when you're calling. It's just a matter of that you're calling and that you're doing it consistently. Now, you can dial one day from like 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. and then maybe a little bit in the evening. Or you can dial from like 9 to 11. But the key thing is that you're doing it on a daily basis and you're staying consistent with it. Because when you're building up the pipeline when it comes to FISBOs, expired, circle prospecting, yeah, sometimes you're going to get somebody who's ready to go meet with right away and talk about a listing. But a lot of times it's going to take that follow-up. It's going to take a few calls. It's going to take some emails. It's going to take different types of things to be able to nurture that relationship before they're just ready to, trust you with their biggest asset, which is their property, right? Now, are you calling just for sale by owners? You doing circle prospecting? Are you doing expireds? What's your main? What targets are you hitting with Red X? I think I lost Tommy's sound. Let me see here. Give me 1 second here, guys. Try to get the sound back. Tommy, can you hear me? Okay. Give me 1 second. Trying to get this fixed here. This is a little frustrating. Okay, give me 1 second. Don't worry, Tommy, you look great. All right. So what we're doing here is we're broadcasting from Google Hangouts, and somehow the audio I just lost on my end. He can hear me, but I can't hear him. Give me 1 second. Neil, if you're still watching, or if anybody else is watching, can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear Tommy? Again, we're not professionals at this, guys. This is new, so bear with us. Okay. So I see. Hey, Tommy, say something. Test, test. All right. So, Tommy, could you leave the call and come back? Try doing that, okay? All right. So Tommy just left, and he's going to come back here in a moment. We'll see if that fixes anything. All right, Tommy, say something, buddy. Oh, man. Let's see here. Give me 1 second here, guys. This is a technical error. It might be on my end here. For some reason, my audio just went out. Okay, so Neil's saying that he can hear me, but he can't hear Tommy. Try doing that, okay? Okay, I can hear you now, but hold on. No, that was just some feedback. All right, guys, don't worry. This is something we'll figure out here as we go. If I need to, I can. Tommy, can you hear me? Okay, you can hear me. It says you muted everyone. Okay. Can you unmute yourself on your end? Can you see? Okay. Let me check over here real quick. Okay, Neil, I see what you're saying here. So sometimes, guys, technology gets in the way of our plans. Okay, we're gonna try to figure this out here. Just bear with us, and let's see here. Test. Okay, the audio is working. Okay, I'm gonna let's see. Okay, that's me. That's weird. All of a sudden, the sound just went out. So it's weird because I mean, I can't hear you like through my computer, but they can't hear you on the live either. Yeah, try that. Stand by, guys. We're trying to get this figured out. Okay. Tommy, when you're in Hangouts, and you go to your settings, is it showing that your audio's on? You should be able to go to like the settings feature. Um, yeah, I still can't hear you. Let's see here. Speaker is blocked. Microphone is blocked. Okay, how about now? Next time we do a call like this, I don't think we're going to use Hangouts. We'll do a Zoom call or something like that. Okay, I see your message there, Tommy. Okay, so there's a test. My audio seems like it's working. Okay, well, let me try this real quick. I'd hate to just leave the call, but I'm gonna see if that works. Yeah. Try leaving one more time and come back, Tommy. This is gonna go like viral now, and people making fun of our interview. That's okay though. We have thick skin around here. Tommy, I could see you, but I can't hear you. Well, hmm, not much I can do about that. I don't have my IT team here or nothing. Yeah, for some reason, and I don't think it was anything you did. Just for some reason, your audio is just not coming through. Even in the live, they can hear me, but they just can't hear you. And I'm sure you're tech savvy enough to know if anything's muted on your end. Yeah, I don't think it's you. It's got to be. Let me see here. And thanks for your patience. If you guys are in the live, it is what it is. This type of stuff happens. We're gonna try to get it figured out, and if we can't get this figured out, that's okay. Tommy and I will still continue our coaching call just off of here, and we'll do this again sometime in the near future. Not a big deal. So if you guys are watching in the live, you can either bear with us or check back later. It's up to you. But for some reason, we just can't hear Tommy. But I will talk a little bit about some of the stuff because him and I spoke before the call. Okay. Now, one of the main objections Tommy is coming across when he is calling for sale by owners is he has sellers that are asking on that call, those first calls, he has sellers asking, about the commission. All for sale by owner sellers are going to be commission conscious. That's why they're going for sale by owner. Okay, so Tommy told me that a lot of them are just asking him flat out, how much is he going to charge? And so Tommy's biggest issue that he's having right now with for sale by owners is having to give too much during that first call. So Tommy's a very straightforward person, and so in most cases he's telling him standard commission is 6%. However, in some cases I might be able to bring that down a little bit. And what I was telling Tommy before the call is that you want to try to avoid as much as possible telling how much the price is. Now, this is with real estate. This is with any type of, sales 101 is, telling, the pricing of how much you're going to charge, that type of thing, because there's all sorts of variables that come with that. And at least in California, all commission is negotiable. And so, the thing is, as a realtor, as a broker, as an assistant that's calling for a realtor or broker, you want to avoid talking about numbers at all costs. You want to try to do whatever you can to be able to get face to face so you can build that relationship, okay? So here's the thing. In some cases, Tommy doesn't even know if he's going to be taking that listing. He doesn't know if the property's overpriced. This is the very first time he's called. He hasn't ran the CMA. He hasn't done anything. So Tommy wants to just tell them that, well, I have to look at, it's impossible for me to tell you exactly what the commissions would be. However, this is the standard commission. Now, he's also telling me that, Tommy told me that he's hearing that these sellers, they have somebody that's going to charge this amount, 2%, 1%. Because here's the thing. Every market has their discount brokerages, their discount agents, their flat fee brokers, their flat fee agents. But it doesn't mean that they're going to give the level of service that Tommy's going to give. Now, Tommy's a new agent. However, the great thing that he has on his side as a new agent is that whoever he gets listings with, they're going to get a lot of attention. Now, that's something that he can bring to the table because he's a brand new agent. He doesn't have a huge pipeline of deals and clients that he has to work. As soon as he gets that first listing, I can guarantee that Tommy's going to be giving that listing a lot of attention. And so that's one thing that he can start telling the sellers as well. Now, if you can hear me, Tommy, give me a thumbs up. So, that's one thing that you want to definitely, bring to the table is because you don't have a lot of listings. You don't have any listings right now. So that first listing you get, oh man, you're going to be all over that. You're going to be over there at that property. You're going to do whatever you can to get those listings sold. And the attention that you give that first listing, you want to remember that, because when you get that first listing, you want to remember every step of the process, because you want to give that level of service to every listing. Now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you want to be able to give those sellers the experience of how important they are. Because here's the thing. Yes, we're in the business to make money, right? However, you need to have the standpoint of being able to help the people that you're reaching out to. You're there to help them meet their goals. That's why you're asking, okay, where are you moving to? Why are you selling? What their motivators are. Because when you have that information, then you're truly trying to help Mr. and Mrs. Jones sell the property so they can get to Iowa to be with their dad. That's your goal. And you want to be able to bring a level of service to where the sellers really feel like that you're there to help them and meet their goals. And of course, by default, you're going to get paid, right? 5%, 6%, whatever it is that you guys agree on. Now, what I'm getting at is you want to try to avoid at all costs telling exactly what the commissions will be. Now, if they ask you flat out and the conversation is not going to go anywhere without telling them, then you just tell them straight up, standard commission with our brokerage is this amount. And you just leave it at that. But when you say that, you want to be able to build value. But here's some of the things, and then bullet point some of the things that you guys do. Virtual tours, maybe aerial footage, things like that you're going to be prepared to offer. But being that you don't have a lot of listings, you're going to tell them that you're going to be there for all of the showings, open houses, different things that you plan to offer, different things that your mentors, because Tommy's also being mentored by some other agents and brokers in his brokerage that are doing really well. And so he has the luxury of having a couple of really, really good realtors that are helping him. So when he gets his first listing, they're going to walk him through that step by step of what to do. And they're probably going to even be there to help him out because they want to see Tommy succeed. And so do I. And so he's going to be able to tell the sellers, okay, yes, I'm new. You're my first listing. However, I have this and this agent who has sold this much property who's going to be helping me with this process. We're going to make sure that your property not only gets sold, but we're going to be able to net you as much money in your pocket. And this is how we're going to do it, step by step, right? Marketing, online stuff, everything that you're planning on doing, Tommy, is what you want to portray to them. Now, of course, on that first phone call, you don't necessarily want to give all of that. But when you bullet point it and make yourself sound different than the other 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 agents calling on that same lead, that's the key. You want to sound different. You want to be different. You want to be able to show them that you're going to be different than the competition because they just think that you're another realtor trying to get a commission. That's all that they think. And yes, that's what's going to happen. However, you're not just the realtor that's going to put this property on the MLS and just wait for it to sell. And that's never going to be the type of agent that you want to be. You're going to bring a level of service and you're going to earn that commission. Now, his main thing is, and so I think he was telling me, so he's only been cold calling about a month, maybe even less, and he's already setting appointments for himself. Now, the key now is for him to continue prospecting at the level that he is, continue to follow up with the leads that he's been nurturing, so eventually those will turn into listings or possibly transactions later on. And he wants, in California and his marketplace, I think the average property is about 500,000-600,000. So, if he's doing 2 or 3 transactions a month, he's doing very well for himself. And yes, he hasn't done a transaction yet. However, just in the last few weeks, he's been cold calling, he's been setting appointments, and so it's just a matter of time before he gets a listing. In reality, I look at it as him just starting a month ago because even though he's been in the business 7 months, he really hasn't done a lot. Just in the last month, when he's really been taking action and he's really taking control of his career in the direction that he wants it to go. And I'm proud of the kid, and I want to see him succeed. So that's why we're doing this coaching call. Him and I are going to continue this call after this to make sure that he gets that one-on-one stuff that we needed. But I wanted for the sake of the event, to be able to give you guys an example of some of the stuff that I do for my coaching clients, my coaching students, because not only do I offer cold calling and appointment setting for you and your team, but if you're not there yet, I'm going to be able to offer you coaching and consulting. Now, there's tons of free content on my page, in my group. Most of you guys are part of Cold Calling Isn't Dead, but I'm also going to be offering some paid events as well. Once a week, we're going to start doing like a theme type thing, and it's going to start tomorrow. Tomorrow is expired listing day. So for about a half an hour, we'll talk about the process and the system of cold calling expired listings, and following up with expired listings and getting listings from expired listings. And then the whole day, I'll be cold calling expired listings. So we'll talk about it, then we'll go live making phone calls. And there's a link on my event page for that. There is a 99 cents attendance fee, but I will bring value. And for each attendee that pays to be part of the event, I'll do a 30-minute coaching call with you as well, to be able to help you get to a level, and that's part of the attendance. So unfortunately, we have a little bit of technical difficulties here. That's okay. Nobody's fault. We'll get that figured out at some point. Tommy, when we get done here, let's hop on a quick call, you and I. All right, thumbs up. I definitely want to thank Tommy Quinn of Coldwell Banker and Petaluma for coming out and being part of the show today. I'm Jeremy Marquez with J Marqeting, and hey guys, it's the last day of September. Only got a few hours left. Let's pound those phones hard and go out there and make some stuff happen. Have a good day, guys.